Hello, how are you today? Well, today I'm going to be talking about I for illusion. I love illusions myself, I really do. I really love magic tricks. We look at them and we know it's magic, but somehow it still feels real, doesn't it? And I've got a limited range of card tricks that I can do because I love doing card tricks as well. Now, these card tricks I often do when I'm working with children because one, it relaxes them, which is fantastic, and also it it's a good way to show them that what looks real is an illusion. So they see the trick, it looks real, it's like the cards disappeared or turned up somewhere else, but they know it's an illusion, and that's a good way to lead them into seeing that everything else that they're thinking about is generally an illusion. Well, I say generally, it's always an illusion, isn't it? So let's look at some of the things. You could say, yes, but what I see isn't an illusion. I can see what's in front of me. Yes, but from my window, I can see the line where the sea meets the sky. Yeah? Now, I could swear to you that with my eyes, that's the end of the world. That really is. If you got to that line, you're going to fall off the edge. But of course, we know that's not true, don't we? And how about the magic pictures that you see? What do you see that's real? Because you know the ones I mean, sometimes you might see an old lady, sometimes you might see a young lady, sometimes you might see a duck, sometimes you might see a rabbit. Which is real? It's an illusion. And how about the illusion that we need somebody to love us to feel whole? Now, it's lovely to have someone to love us and to have someone to love. We all enjoy those feelings, don't we? But if you start to believe that you need that person to love you in order to be complete, then we're just one thought away from feeling miserable and bereft, don't we? Because if we have a thought that that person doesn't love us anymore, or they say something harsh and we feel wounded and unloved, there's no freedom in that, is there? Or how about the illusion that we need a certain amount of money in the bank to feel secure? Now, you know, I'm the same as most people in this world. I worry about money sometimes, and I certainly have had what I call money worries in the past. But I can see that my concern about the worry, my feelings about a number on a bank statement, I look online, I see the number. Now, my feelings are not coming from whatever number it is that's in my bank. I might feel scared or anxious about the number that's in the bank account, but I'm not feeling that. That's an illusion. I'm feeling scared and anxious about my thoughts about the money that's in the bank, aren't I? My feeling has nothing to do with the money in the bank. My feeling has to do with what I might perceive are the consequences of having not enough money in the bank. Yeah? So my feelings are not coming from there, it's an illusion. Now, if I was to feel scared or anxious about the number in the bank account, I might think that's telling me something about me, my personality. Oh, well, I'm anxious, I'm a bit of a worrier. That's not true either, is it? That's a complete illusion because if we think that our personality is fixed, it's like written in stone, then there's no freedom to be anything except what you consider yourself as. You think you're a worrier, you think you're anxious. So a second later, you could be deliriously happy. And me, like most people in the world, I kind of fluctuate somewhere in between. So I can be like anxious about something and then deliriously happy in the space of a moment, as can you. So the feeling that we have a set personality is an illusion. And we see these illusions everywhere. Everywhere we look, we can see that everything that we think is real is an illusion. My thoughts about where I live is an illusion, down to what I'm thinking at the time. I can think it's the best place to live in the world, or not. Nothing to do with the place, the house, all of that is always going to come from me. Now, the biggest illusion is when I tell myself that my feelings about where I live, the money in the bank, someone to love me, any of these things, any of my feelings, when I tell myself that my feelings are telling me something, this really is the biggest illusion. Because all your feelings can ever tell you is about your thought in the moment. So if you think that you need to trust your feelings, listen to your feelings, use your feelings as a guide as to how to behave, it's not true. It's an illusion. All your feelings are as a guide, are a guide to tell you what kind of thoughts you're having in the moment. And when we see this, when we see through the illusion that our feelings are telling us something about the world, we're free. And that's wonderful. Because when you see through the illusion, you're free to enjoy the magic. You're free to enjoy the trick without feeling through the illusion.